Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Marvin again, back with some more music reactions. Welcome back to Smitty Reacts. Now, on this video, y'all, we got something very special going on right here. We're going to be checking out the Kendrick Lamar album entitled Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It's an 18-track project. And this is definitely going to be my first time listening to it. The album just dropped a few moments ago, and I had to go ahead and just record my reaction to it and share my experience with everybody. I know a lot of other YouTubers are doing the same thing. Some are streaming live right now. Some are doing their own thing with it, but here's my hot take on it before we jump into this thing. It's this just to let you guys know this is gonna be a long video. You know what I'm saying? It's a full album. The hour, I know it's like an hour runtime. That probably with my pausing and my commentary and so forth, it's probably might be running over that. So I'm gonna try to go back in and hopefully by the time this is uploaded, it'll be edited down to the point where it's not like a 2-hour thing. Because I don't, I just want to be able to like have it something where it's watchable and not like a 4-hour project, that sort of thing. But if it turns into that, it is what it is. It definitely depends on the content that we get from the album and what Kendrick Lamar has to say on certain things. So just forewarning, I'm probably going to be pausing and dissecting bars and lyrics. I really want to take my time with this project, as well as understand as much as I can and so forth. That way I can like not only just do a reaction, but a breakdown of the song and what I'm kind of getting out of the music, as it were, because I know Kendrick Lamar is going to come heavy with bars, information, all that kind of stuff, different perspectives. I know the beats are probably going to be crazy, all that good stuff. So what I did over here is I pulled up the full credits on my phone. That way I can kind of take a peek at it from time to time, and they'll be over on the side. That way I can just kind of follow along with who's doing what, who's on what track, and so forth. So it's one to kind of set the stage for what you guys are about to see. So, but before we get into all that, of course, please, just business for the channel real fast. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps my little channel grow over here. We're that close to 10,000 subscribers as of the recording of this video. And I think probably after this video, hopefully we'll be able to bypass that benchmark. At any rate, let me go ahead and start on this thing. The first track of the song, or the album, I'm sorry, is called United in Grief. Definitely looking forward to that. I like this too because it has the album cover art on here, and I think it's a beautiful cover right here. You got Kendrick, you got his children, he's got his wife over here. Definitely looking forward to see what's going to happen here. So let's go ahead and hit start on this thing. Buckle in. Here we go.
I hope you find some peace of mind in this lifetime.
Tell them the truth.
I hope you find some paradise.
Tell them the truth. Tell them you're.
I've been going through something. 1,855 days. I've been going through something. Be afraid.
What is a bitch in a miniskirt? A man in his feelings with bitter nerve.
Pause right there. He's setting the stage right there. Off the top, he's setting the stage about what he's about to talk about. He tells us, he's been going through something for how many days? A lot of days. I don't even want to break that down to how long that might be. But he's been going through something. I want to hit that little intro here again and hear that again. Here we go.
Tell them
the truth. He's like, tell them the truth. Like, tell them what you've been going through. I like that.
Find some paradise.
Tell them the truth. Tell them you're.
I like how I got cut off right there. Tell them you're what?
Tell them you're.
I've been going through something. 1,855 days. I've been going through something.
1,855 days.
Be afraid.
Here we go.
What is a bitch in a miniskirt? A man in his feelings with bitter nerve. What is a woman that really hurt? A demon, you better off killing her. What is a relative? Make a repetitive narratives on how you did it first. That is a predator in reverse. All of your presidents he with thirst. What is a neighborhood reputable? That is a snitch on a pedestal. What is a house with a better view? A family broken in variables. What is a rapper with jewelry? A way that I show my maturity. What if I call on security? That mean I'm calling on God for purity. I went and got me a therapist. I can debate on my theories and sharing it. Whoa. Consolidate all my comparisons. Humbling up because time was imperative. Whoa. Started to feel like it's only one answer to everything. I don't know where it is. Whoa. Popping a bottle with Claritin. Whoa. Is it my head or my arrogance? Whoa. Shaking and moving like what am I doing? I'm flipping my time through the Rolodex. Indulging myself in my life and my music. The world that I'm in is a cul-de-sac.
Pause right there for a moment. Yo, like, first of all, I like the stripped down beat on here. Like, it's definitely very well produced. Like, you can hear the panning audio if you got some headphones on. So let me tell you this. Don't even go into this album without some headphones on, please. But, you know what I'm saying? I see so many people react to songs and so forth or listen to music without proper headgear on. Like, yo, put on your headgear before you even get into this thing. You know, second of all, like, I'm not even able to pick up it's so dense so far right off the rip in the first couple of minutes. I know in advance I'm going to have to be like, I'm really going to have to sit back and run this thing back multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Just off this first song right here, he's setting the tone of what this album's going to sound like. And oh my goodness. Let me go back a little bit and let me see if I can catch some of these bars at least. Let's go.
A rapper with jewelry, a way that I show my maturity. What if I call on security? That mean I'm calling on God for purity.
What if I call security? Does that mean I'm calling on God for purity? Huh? Which of course God being like, you know, the ultimate sense of security, right? You know, that's what you reach out to when you're feeling insecure is, you know, your higher power. So shout out to higher power, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I see you. Anyway, higher power being like, you know what I'm saying, one of Kendrick's songs. But anyway, I thought that was a clever bar right there. Definitely cool. All right, let's go.
I went and got me a therapist. I can debate on my theories and sharing it. Whoa. Consolidate all my comparisons. Humbling up because time was imperative. Whoa.
Pause. So, yo, like I like he says right there, I went and got me a therapist so he can, you know, talk about his theories, you know, which is really cool because he's talking about having a therapist, which is unfortunately something in the Black community that like mental health isn't real, I guess. You know, that being said, as somebody that has talked to a therapist for, I don't know, what was it, 15 weeks over the last year or so, you know, like I totally know that it's real because I've experienced that thing, that mental health stuff myself. But, you know, in the Black community, and it's not just Black community, it seems like the country at large wants to ignore the fact that people have mental problems and, you know, want to sweep things under the rug when in reality, you know, all of us really need to talk to counselors or seek counsel in some form or fashion, you know, whether it be a pastor, a friend, you know, even somebody that like can give you good, solid, grounded advice. Like, I think everybody needs some sort of consult in their life. So good shout out from Kendrick from that one. All right, let me go back and let's get back in. Let's go.
What if I call on security? That mean I'm calling on God for purity. I went and got me a therapist. I can debate on my theories and sharing it. Whoa. Consolidate all my comparisons. Humbling up because time was imperative. Whoa. Started to feel like it's only one answer to everything. I don't know where it is. Whoa. Popping a bottle with Claritin. Whoa. Is it my head or my arrogance? Whoa. Shaking and moving like what am I doing? I'm flipping my time through the Rolodex. Indulging myself in my life and my music. The world that I'm in is a cul-de-sac. The world that we in is just menacing. The demons portray the religionists. I wake in the morning, another appointment. I hope the psychologist listening. The new Mercedes with black G-Wagon away from. It was all for rap. I was 28 years young, 20 mil in tax. Bought a couple of mansions just for practice. 500 in jewelry, chain was magic. Never had it in public. Late reaction, 50K to cousins. Post a caption.
Oh, I like that right there. That beat switch up is so hard. You know what I'm saying? Really cool transition. And he's talking about some of the material stuff that he's got. He bought this stuff and didn't even take it out in public. You know what I'm saying? To have the G-Wagon and taxes, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically kind of break it down like, yo, like, I got this money. I got success. I got what I wanted, but now look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm creating more liabilities for myself than I am for assets. You know what I'm saying? Spending money on, you know, G-Wagons and chains. And the chain he had don't even, you know, fit his image. You know what I'm saying? So he probably feel like he shouldn't even wear it. Like, come on, bruh. Come on, let's go.
Pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different. I grieve different.
I grieve. He said, I grieve different and I breathe different. I grieve different, I think is what he said.
The new Mercedes with black G-Wagon away from. It was all for rap. I was 28 years young, 20 mil in tax. Bought a couple of mansions just for practice.
Right.
500 in jewelry, chain was magic. Never had it in public. Late reaction, 50K to cousins. Post a caption. Pray none of my enemies hold me captive. So what?
I like that. Pray that none of my enemies hold me captive, because they know he's making money now. He's literally like a target. You know, he's been a product of his own success, or even trapped by it in a way. You know what I'm saying? Give 50,000 to his cousins, all that good stuff. I wonder if he's talking about Baby Keem as one of his cousins. Anyway, let's keep going.
Paralyzed, the county building controlled us. I bought a Rolex watch, I only wore it once. I bought infinity pools I never swam in. I watched Keem by 4 cars in 4 months. You know the family dynamics on repeat.
He did say Keem right there. Okay.
20 mil in tax, bought a couple of mansions just for practice. 500 in jewelry, chain was magic. Never had it in public. Late reaction, 50K to cousins. Post a caption. Pray none of my enemies hold me captive. So what? Paralyzed, the county building controlled us. I bought a Rolex watch, I only wore it once. I bought infinity pools I never swam in. I watched Keem.
He said, I got an infinity pool I've never swimmed in. Like he said, he was practicing, just spending money, getting used to having money and spending money. But at the same time, you never had it before. You have to practice and see what it feels like to be able to spend that large amount of money, you know, and not not do it. I would think it'd be such a mind altering experience to go from poverty to extreme wealth in such a short amount of time. You know, in a period of a few years. Think about that. Like, you went from making maybe, say, $30,000 a year, right? $30,000, and that's being like, you know, really, really, you know, overshooting things, right? And you go from 30,000, 40,000 a year to, I don't know, $7 million, $8 million in that year. And that's just conservative. You know what I'm saying? He's probably worth way more than that right now. But think about that head rush you would have. And it's just like you said, it's all off of music. So it's like, okay, I'm going to take that and practice spending like $50,000, $100,000. That would just break the psyche of the average person. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that Kendrick's been dealing with. Like, he don't even talk about it like that. At least not until now. So now it's on the album. Like, okay, I see what you're doing, bro. I see what you're doing, man. Give us a little peek into Kendrick. Give us a little peek behind the curtain, as it were. I like this right here. Let's go.
The new Mercedes with black G-Wagon away from. It was all for rap. I was 28 years.
Pause right here for a moment. One, let me talk about that beat right there for a moment. That on the first song. I like the fact that it had that very disjointed feel to it. It's designed, in my opinion, to like keep you off balance, because that song isn't about balance. It's not about having your things together. It's literally about him, you know, in his own, like he said, grieving different. He's grieving, in my opinion, the loss of his normalcy, the loss of his regular life, going and transitioning from, you know, being where he was to being famous to being ultra famous. You know, there's levels to fame, right? There's you know, Z-list celebrity to A-list celebrity. And I think somewhere in the blend of things, like, he maybe felt like he lost something, and then spending money, depression, talking to therapists and so forth. You know, when you go through that kind of change and that amount of, you know, transition in your life, depression makes you do weird things. Like, not just, you know, from the standard definition of depression, which would be like, you know, I'm sad, or I'm, you know, crying all day, or whatever. You know, the other side of depression that people, you know, kind of gloss over sometimes are extreme behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Like extreme spending, or wanting to please people and overcompensating for your things. You're thinking you're trying to buy happiness. And when you're moved into a situation where you're like, okay, I can finally afford these things, that becomes its own burden and its own weight, you know, and it can transform into something worse, you know, because you're trying too hard to do things for other people because you think that's what's expected of you, just because you've reached that plateau, you know, or hit that level where you can finally give back. And that's fine and all dandy. But at the same time, that can also weigh on a man. You know, it can weigh on anybody. You know, I've been there before. Like, this would be 1,000% transparent, you know, like, and I think people have little versions of it, even like where, you know, you'll depression buy stuff. You know, you'll be on at 5 a.m. in the morning looking at Amazon adding everything into the cart that you see because like you're just trying to fill a hole, you know, and it's a bottomless pit. There's no even reason to buy like, you know, 14 versions of, you know, shampoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just do it because you just need to do something. You want the feeling of doing something, you know, buying something for yourself or whatever. But at the end of the day, you're trying to fill a hole in your life, you know. And I think Kendrick is really trying to express that on that first song. So anyway, man, shoo, just that little bit right there, not including the family stuff he was talking about, not including like that kind of stuff. That's definitely going to be a deep one. I'm gonna have to like go back through and listen to again. So, all right, no. Song number 2 on the project is called N95. So that those that are familiar, that's the type of mask you wear, you know, or we were asked to wear during COVID, during the whole shutdown stuff, right? So N95 being the type of surgical mask that you put on. I'm assuming it's talking about a mask, or maybe the song's dealing with masks in a kind of way. I'm sure he's probably going to speak on the whole pandemic stuff, but we'll see where he goes with this song. So here we go. Song number 2 off the track. This is N95. Let's get it.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird ass jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols. Take off the runway. Take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay 5 days stay. Take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag. Take off perception. Take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure. Take off the unsure. Take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep. Take off the
off the rip right here. He's talking about taking off superficial stuff, you know, meaningless stuff that don't even mean anything. But at the same time, maybe he's talking about losing stuff, you know what I'm saying? Take it off, you know, like, oh man, come on, Kendrick. Talk to us, boy. Talk to us. Preach to us, man. I'm gonna go back. Let's get it.
Hello, new world.
Hello, new world.
All the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell.
True stories to tell.
You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase. Take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone. Take off the car
I like it. Take off the money phone.
Take off the flex and the white loss.
For those that don't want to know, it's the money phone, you know what I'm saying? When you see it in the rap videos and they talking to the phone, like the money's up here, like they talking to themselves, take that off. I get it. Okay. Sorry. That's just for people that don't, you know, really vibe with the culture like that. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Take off the foo-foo.
Take off the
Take off the cloud chase. Take off the Wi-Fi.
Cloud chase.
Take off the money phone. Take off the car loan. Take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird ass jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave.
I like that. I'm gonna take 10 steps and I'm gonna take off the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take 10 steps this way and then take off the top 5. Talking about top 5 rappers, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously a lot of people include him in that list. So he's got to step away from it for a moment and then say, hey, like, take off the top 5, me included.
Way memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols. Take off the runway. Take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay.
There's a real world outside. Let's go.
Take off the money phone. Take off the car loan. Take off the flex and the white loss.
Take off the car
Take off the
loan.
weird ass jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside.
He said the fabricated streams. Let's go, Kendrick.
Take off your idols. Take off the runway. Take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay 5 days stay. Take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag. Take off perception. Take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure. Take off the unsure. Take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep. Take off the fake woke. Take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip. Take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel. Take off the Doja. Take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer bullshit off and what do you have? You ugly as fuck. You are.
Oh, let me. Oh man, when you strip it all down, when you take off all the superficial stuff, like he says, what do you have left? You know, what's your substance? What are you really about? What do you stand on? Like he said right there, you ugly as fuck. You know, he literally said that. Like, you just ugly. You're ugly under all that superficiality. You know, your car loans, your bank loans, your car payments, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? If that's all you really stand on is just the superficial stuff, you know, and you don't even take off the trips and go to like take off the trips, meaning like go on a trip, and you don't even do that. Really, typically what's left underneath is not something really that you're proud of because you haven't really done anything. You're just trying to use that as a way to like boost your own ego and so forth. Man, come on, Kendrick. Talk to him, brother. Talk to him, man. Let's go.
Get it off.
Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag.
Get it
Take
off.
all that designer bullshit off, and what do you have?
Bitch.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You are.
I like that right there. Where the hypocrites at? What communities feel are the only ones that's relevant? You know what I'm saying? And that's real too, because you think about that. I'm gonna expand on that for a moment. The way I interpret it is like, you know, every community feels they're important, right? Doesn't matter who. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, you know, LGBT, so forth and so on. You know, and then every community like has their own interests at play, right? Everybody wants to be heard, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like you can't do that and also diminish the needs of anybody else, because we all want our best interests to the forefront, right? So it's like if we all want to have our best interests out there, you know, we can't be hypocritical and try to bash somebody else because they want their needs met, you know. And that's where, you know, politics and things like that get tricky. You know, messages get confused sometimes. Communication is definitely like hit the hardest, you know, when you start talking about those kind of issues, you know, because everybody's trying to fulfill their own self-interest, but the truth doesn't have to be a part of that. You know, you can lie your way to your own self, you know, your own self goals, your aspirations. Real quick, there's a new show on Netflix hosted by Howie Mandel called Bullshit. And it's literally a show about where you can lie your way to $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you trick the panel of people in front of you. So that's the idea. It's like, yeah, you can get the answer right. You know, you might have your best interest in heart and you actually know what you're doing and so forth. But you might be in a scenario where you're like, hey, I don't even know what the hell to do. You know what I'm saying? But if I trick these people over here and they're thinking I know what I'm talking about, I take their interest away but put mine ahead of it, I'm going to win. You know, and that's the same kind of politics that people play with, pushing out their own interests. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, Kendrick, bro. Like, come on, man. Let me rewind that a little bit. We're going to go back into this one, man. Oh, man. That's what I'm saying. This whole album is so dense already. And this is only the second song. I already know the rest of this album is going to be crazy. Let's go.
Can I vent on my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make.
Oh, wow. Wow. Definitely like that one, man. Definitely like that one right there. Yo, that song right there has so much layering to it, you know what I'm saying, in terms of the meanings and messages, man. I definitely have to go back and listen to that one probably a couple times to catch all the bars and everything he's talking about. But, man, that was heavy. I also like that beat, too, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of that ride beat. That's the kind of beat you can put on in the car, you know what I'm saying, and people may not even know what you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? You listen to probably some of the most conscious music. All right, so third song on the album. This one's called Worldwide Steppers. And just the title alone lets me think of some Tech-9 music for some reason, like Worldwide Choppers and the Chopper series. Anyway, that's just the way my Midwest brain works, you know. But I'm definitely want to kind of see what this song's about here. Let's just jump right in. So Worldwide Steppers, song number 3, I believe. Let's get it.
Kodak Black. Okay, Llama. Act hard, totally. And this is the Big Stepper.
Kodak Black, okay.
I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer bitch. We some killers walking zombies trying to scratch that itch. Germophobic, hetero. I am not for the faint of heart. My genetic build can build multi-universes. The man of God playing baby shark with my daughter. Watching for sharks outside at the same time. Life as a protective father I kill for. My son Enoch is the part 2. When I inspire my children to make higher valleys. In this present moment I saw that through. Asked Whitney about my lust addiction. Text messaging bitches got my thumbs hurt. Said president for a new sacrilege. Writers block for 2 years, nothing moved me. Asked God to speak through me. That's what you hear now, the voice of yours truly. Teleport out my home body for comfort. I don't pass judgment, past life regression.
pause right here, man, before I just let this thing ride all the way through, because I will. Oh man, this is just some spoken word right here. You know what I'm saying? He's not even rapping right now. He's talking to us. Just some straight spoken word poetry right here. You know, oh man, like, come on, bruh. Come on, I gotta go all the way back. I'm sorry.
And this is the big step.
I like that, the big stepper, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like the step team, you know what I'm saying, from different colleges and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, like what I want to say, from different fraternities and so forth. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's go.
I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer bitch. We some killers walking zombies trying to scratch that itch. Germophobic hetero. I am not for.
I like that right there. You know what I'm saying? And he switches it up right here. Oh my, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go back.
I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer bitch. We some killers walking zombies trying to scratch that itch. Germophobic hetero. I am not for the faint of heart. My genetic build can build multi-universes. The man of God playing baby shark with my daughter. Watching for sharks outside at the same time. Life as a protective father, I kill for. My son Enoch is the part 2. When I inspire my children to make higher values.
Talking about his son.
In this present moment, I
Pause right there. Talking about his son Enoch. Okay.
saw that through. Asked Whitney about my lust addiction. Text messaging bitches got my thumbs hurt. Said president for a new sacrilegion.
Okay.
Writer's block for 2 years, nothing moved me. Ask God to speak through me. That's what you hear now, the voice of yours truly. Teleport out my home body for comfort. I don't pass judgment, past life regressions. Keep me in question, where did I come from? I don't think like I used to. No, I don't blink like I used to.
Ooh.
Aqua stares at everybody. See the flesh of man, but still this man compared to nobody. Yesterday I prayed to the flowers and trees. Gratification to the powers that be.
Oh my God. He said yesterday I prayed to the flowers and trees. Come on, man. Like, just appreciating things that he's got in his life. You know what I'm saying? He's like he said, he's playing baby shark with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Now he got his new son over here. Like, this is the first time. And here's the thing that I like about Kendrick, y'all. First and foremost, I didn't even know he had children. You know, I knew he was married. I know he's been married to the same girl he's been with this whole time. Like, hasn't really gone in and out of his, you know, once he got with her anyway, hasn't really gone around to the other stuff as far as I know. And maybe that's what he's talking about right here. He's talking about Ask Whitney, unless Whitney's his wife. Let me rewind a little bit. Let's get back in it. Let's go.
Ask God to speak through me. That's what you hear now, the voice of yours truly. Teleport out my home body for comfort. I don't pass judgment, past life regressions. Keep me in question, where did I come from? I don't think like I used to. No, I don't blink like I used to. Aqua stares at everybody. See the flesh of man, but still this man compared to nobody. Yesterday I prayed to the flowers and trees. Gratification to the powers that be. Synchronization with my energy chakras. The ghost of Dr. Sebi. Paid it forward, cleaned out my toxins. Bacteria heavy.
He said the voice of Dr. Sebi. You know what I'm saying? For people that know the whole Nipsey Hussle story too, Nipsey Hussle was in the process of producing the Dr. Sebi documentary about Dr. Sebi before he passed away. And obviously Kendrick is speaking on that now. I wonder if he's going to be involved with getting that project completed. I know there's some stories about that. But for those that don't know who Dr. Sebi is, I know he was a doctor that's working on like holistic and natural cures for pretty much anything like cancer, AIDS, you know, rheumatism, diabetes and stuff, so forth, you know, and he had the backing and the science to like kind of, you know, prove what he was doing. Like he was like, yo, like I've done so I've been able to do this research and so forth. And he actually has I know there's different books and stuff that have come out, but at the same time, I know like his life kind of ended in a weird, kind of mysterious way, if I remember right. Just kind of thinking about the story anyway. But anyway, I think it's really cool that he's like touching back on that. And that was part of the thing that Nipsey Hussle was working on as well. So I see what you're doing there, Kendrick. I see what you guys are doing, man. Let's go back a little bit and
past judgment, past life regressions. Keep me in question, where did I come from? I don't think like I used to. No, I don't blink like I used to.
No.
Aqua stares at everybody. See the flesh of man, but still this man compared to nobody. Yesterday I prayed to the flowers and trees. Gratification to the powers that be. Synchronization with my energy chakras. The ghost of Dr. Sebi. Paid it forward, cleaned out my toxins. Bacteria heavy. Sciatica nerve pinch. I don't know how to feel. Like the first time I fucked a white bitch.
oh,
The first time I fucked a white bitch, I was 16 at the Palisades, fumbling my grades. I traveled
that was fire. He said, I don't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time I had, you know, messed with the white chick. You know what I'm saying? And then he proceeds to talk about it. Talk your truth, bro. Talk it. Let's go.
Energy chakras, the ghost of Dr. Sebi. Paid it forward, cleaned out my toxic racist. Ancestors watching me fuck. What's like retaliation? I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer, bitch. Some killers walk.
Oh my Lord. Oh wow. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing too, is like you internalize a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this is honestly probably some thoughts that go through a lot of people's heads, you know what I'm saying? Like with interracial mixing and so forth like that. Just because like, at least in the US and in the globe as a whole, we've always had those kind of situations, you know, between, you know, different racial groups and so forth. And sometimes it's been good, sometimes it's been bad. There's a lot of, you know, whatever history behind that. But unfortunately, we carry that subconscious bias, you know what I'm saying, into any kind of relationship. So it sounds like, you know, he was having that thought process where, you know, even the girl that he was messing with in Copenhagen, like he just said, was saying like, yo, like I've got racist ancestors, you know what I'm saying, that was feeling some kind of way. And like on his end, he's like, well, this is the revenge for mine. You know what I'm saying? Really, probably the most introspective storytelling about Kendrick himself that I think we've ever heard so far, at least that I've been aware of. So, man, let's go. Let me go back a little bit. Let's get it.
He says, next time I fucked a white bitch was out in Copenhagen. Good kid, Mad City tour. I flourished on them stages. When he asked, did I have a problem? I said I might be racist. Ancestors watching me fuck was like retaliation. I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer, bitch. We some killers walking zombies trying to scratch that itch. Germophobic, hetero and homophobic. Photoshopping lines and motors. Hide your eyes and pose for the pic. Billion people on earth, silent murderers, non-profits, preachers in church, crooks and burglars, Hollywood, in school.
This beat, oh, that's that West Coast, that's that dirty West Coast right there, bro. I don't even know if it's a sample or not. I don't care. That beat is so nasty, the way it switched like that. Oh my lordy bees. All right, let's go back. Let's get it. Ooh, I gotta hear that again.
Hide your eyes and pose for the pic. Billion people on earth, silent murderers, non-profits, preachers in church, crooks and burglars, Hollywood, corporate and school, teaching philosophies. You either go be dead or in jail, killer psychology, silent murderer, what's your body count, who your sponsorship, objectified so many.
Come on, bro. Just because the high blood pressure flooded the catering, bro. Come on, man. Come on, because you know that's something that's bad in our communities, you know what I'm saying? Unhealthy people. I'm probably one of them, for real. Unhealthy people is a thing, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that suffer from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we always have like, you know, cookouts and so forth. And what do we have at the cookout? You know what I'm saying? High fat, cholesterol ridden foods, you know what I'm saying? Unhealthy stuff like that. Stuff that tastes good, soul food, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, but knowing good and well, this stuff would just kill us in the long run. Instead of just having some nice salads and stuff. I'm just saying. But I get it, bro. Oh my lordy bees. Come on, man.
Killed their confidence. The media is the new religion. You killed the consciousness. Your jealousy is way too pretentious. You killed accomplishments. Niggas kill freedom of speech. Everyone's sensitive. If your opinion fuck around and leak, might as well. I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer, bitch. We some killers walking zombies trying to scratch that itch. Germophobic, hetero and homophobic. Photoshopping lies and motives. Hide your eyes, then pose for the pic.
Man. Another powerful piece right there. Another powerful piece of art right there, y'all. The worldwide steppers from Kendrick Lamar. Definitely feeling that joint right there. So let me see what we got coming up next, man. We got Die Hard coming up next. This one's actually the first one I think that has some guests on here. It's Blast and Amanda Reifer, I believe it is. Definitely kind of looking forward to hearing this with some guests on the album. So let's jump right into this one, man. Okay.
I pop the pain away, I slide the pain away, I pop the pain away, I slide the pain away.
too late to set my demons straight. I know I made you wait, but how much can you take? I hope you see the God in me. I hope you can see. And if it's up, stay down for me. Yeah.
I like that.
Sherry, cherry, cocoa bar, Serafina, flaming eyes. Where I be without your love? Rest your wings and trust. I feel you deep. I feel deep. I feel deep. I feel deep.
Do you love me? Do you trust me? Can I trust you? Don't judge me. I'm a diehard. It gets ugly. Too passionate. It gets ugly. I wonder where I lost my way. Been waiting on your call all day. Tell me you in my corner right now. When I fall short, I'm leaning on you to cry out. We all got enough to lie about. My truth too complicated to hide now. Can I open up? Is it safe or not? I'm afraid a little you relate or not. Have faith a little. I might take my time. Ain't no saving face this time.
I hope I'm not too late to set my demons straight. I know I made you wait, but how much can you take? I hope you see the God in me. I hope you can see. And if it's up,
Pause right there. I like that. Let me go back a little bit and jump back in. Let's get it.
Got enough to lie about. My truth too complicated to hide now.
Right.
Can I open up? Is it safe or not? I'm afraid a little you relate or not. Have faith a little. I might take my time. Ain't no saving face this time.
I hope I'm not too late to set my demons straight. I know I made you wait, but how much can you take? I hope you see the God in me. I hope you can see. And if it's up, stay down for me.
I got some regrets,
Okay.
but my past won't keep me from my best. Subtle mistakes felt like life or death. I wanna see the family stronger. I wanna see the money longer. You know that I'd die for you.
Kind of catches up with the theme of the album too, because like I said, in the first couple songs, like he's telling us more about his life and what he's been up to lately than we know. You know what I'm saying? And like now that he's talking about it, he's probably thinking like externally, like verbalizing, like, "Hey, if I tell you more about me, will you use it against me?" You know what I'm saying? Like, which is true, because like the more people know about you, the more ammunition they have to throw against you if they don't like you, or if they just want to throw shade, or if they just feeling some kind of way that day, right? You know what I'm saying? But he's talking about that, like, yo, if I tell you more about me, will you use it against me? You know, and that could be anything, like from small arguments down the road to if he makes a huge mistake somewhere down the road, they're gonna throw it back in his face, like, oh, you're supposed to be conscious, you're supposed to be woke, quote unquote woke, you're supposed to be about this, that, and the third, but you know, we caught you out here in the streets hustling, you know what I'm saying? You know, all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we've already seen it happen. You know, his whole song, you know, I Want You, the whole song that we just heard that everybody's been reacting to, literally explores that topic about the culture and, you know, all that type of stuff. So, yo, it could happen, but he's aware of that, which is dope to me. Self-awareness is real. Self-awareness is beautiful, y'all. Try it out today. All right, let's go.
Put me up at night. The world be reminding me it's
Even, woof. Like I said, more of a stripped down song, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like comparing it to the earlier songs from the album, but in my opinion, just as powerful, you know, where he's talking about, you know, sharing more about his story and sharing what's going on and exploring the possibility that it could come back to get him at some point. But also, like, it's also him having a conversation, you know, about, you know, where this may lead to, you know, and also like talking about he wants to pray for London. I like that line with, you know, because there's two ways you could take it. Talking about praying for London being external, like the actual country, like I'm praying for them because maybe they're going through something. I don't think that's what he's talking about. Like, I literally think he's talking about Laura London, you know, and, you know, exploring the fact that if something were to happen to him, he would be leaving his wife and his children alone, you know what I'm saying? And thinking about what struggles his wife may have to go through without him. You know what I'm saying? If something happened or what have you, you know, and it makes him think about exploring that possibility, and also makes him think about somebody that's in that situation as we speak with Laura London and the Nipsey Hussle thing. So he's drawn a lot of like inspiration from Nip, you know, in the songs, and in a way, you know, being very, very self-aware of the situation, you know, that his family's dealing with, you know, with his absence. And obviously he said that a lot in I Want You, you know what I'm saying? That was the whole last verse, was exploring that that very topic. So I like the fact that, you know, he left little jewels in there for that song that he already knew was going to come across in the album, and like, he's hitting those topics, you know, as we go through. So, all right, y'all, let's get to the next joint right here. This one's called Father Time featuring Sampha, artist I haven't heard of, but definitely wanted to kind of see what they kind of doing on here. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's go. Also, speaking of that, that's why I pulled up the production credits. This one's produced by Soundwave, Dolly Becken, Beach, Noise, Duvall Timothy, Victor Ekpo. All right, let's get it.
You really need some therapy.
Real niggas need no therapy. Fuck you
No,
talking
no,
about?
you sound stupid as fuck.
Shit, everybody's stupid.
Yeah, well, you need to talk to somebody. Reach out to Echo.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier. Talking about you really need some therapy, and he's like, I don't need no therapy. All right, bro. More steps.
I come from a generation of home invasions, and I got daddy issues, that's on me. Everything them four walls that taught me may have is buried deep. That man knew a lot, but not enough.
Producers, I told you, that's why I wanted to kind of see who's producing these joints right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a unique sound to the album, you know, but like I said, you have these kind of disjointed beats that, you know, are kind of in the background, but at the same time, this to me is more spoken word than anything, as opposed to a rap album. And I know some people probably aren't gonna like it. They probably won't even get it, you know what I'm saying, unless they're really just paying attention and trying to get the art out of it and the message out of it and the poetry out of this, you know what I'm saying? But if you're just listening, like you want to throw it in the car, like, this isn't really a car album. It is not going to be for you so far. You know, maybe the last song can kind of fit that mold, but this one right here, I don't think so. But I love it. I like dense music. I like it. Let's go. Get my water back up here. It's like being I get, man. Kendrick, you goated for this one, bro. You goated for this one, man. It's what it is, man. You just, it's such a smart way to tell the story of really being hurt. You know what I'm saying? He's being hurt by the one person that's really supposed to be looking out for you, and he wasn't. You know what I'm talking about? Like, let's go back. Let's get it.
No chase I need, no chase I need, no chase I need, no chase. Early morning wake ups, practicing on day offs. Tough love, bottled up. No chase I need, no chase I need, no chase I need, no chase I need, no chase I need.
I got daddy issues, that's on me. Looking for I love you, really empathizing for my relief.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, Kendrick. You got daddy issues. That's on me. I don't think so, fam. That's not on you. How's it going to be on you? How? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Shouldn't it be on the man that was supposed to be your father? Or maybe you're about to explain it to us. All right. Sorry, I instantly was like, nah, bro, don't blame yourself for that. That's not your fault. You know, we have to deal with the cards that life deals us. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, I'm gonna let you talk though.
If we see the mistakes, till then, let's give the women a break. Grown men with daddy issues.
Oh, come on. Grown men with daddy issues. Oh my God, man. You gotta speak to these dudes out here, man. You really need to.
My father for telling me to take off the gloves. Cause everything he didn't want was everything I was. And to my partners that figured it out without a father, I salute you. May your blessings be neutral to your toddlers. It's crucial. They can't stop us if we see the mistakes. Till then, let's give the women a break. Grown men with daddy issues.
Okay. It's another big step. All right. Man, that was that last one was real as hell, man. It really was. Oh, man, let's go to this one. This is an interlude right here. Hopefully a little chiller than what we just got through, man. We dealing with some real topics, some heavy topics and stuff like that. And probably the most introspective Kendrick that I've seen, because like I know on the other albums that he's had to date is more from other people's perspectives. You know, he's telling other people's stories and so forth. I think this one right here is probably like the most that I've heard him talk about himself so far. Like, and I'm loving it. I'm loving like kind of getting a peek into, you know, the early life of Kendrick and his outlook on life and so forth and dealing with certain things. Now, this song right here is an interlude. It's called Rich. Who produced this one? Rich. Produced by Duval Timothy. It's a little interlude here, so a little short skit, something like that. Let's see what it is. Let's go.
I learned in trapping in the business, smart people making horrible decisions, you know. Rich nigga get my dick sucked after the show. I ain't gonna lie, we were poor. A bunch of lost souls in survival mode. It wasn't no way for us. All the game came from the elders, like, hand me down. Me and my brothers went hand me down. Now I'm giving game back to the old head. And the respect come first. Yeah, you know, can't be better than the OGs. You gotta get it somewhere. Gotta come from something. Gotta come from nothing. When you seen this coming, it's more than a blessing. What you doing with Kendrick? What you doing with a legend? So what they call you? When it's all said and done, we ain't leaving empty-handed. That's on game. That's on Mon Dukes. Pour it in the bitch, but she fall through. Baking ends meet, daddy deadbeat. Had to still fill a meal or you can't eat, you know, poverty. Red Cross, food banks, WIC. Now look at this shit, we own property.
Pause right there. So is that Kodak Black that's doing that? You know, like I think he did that at the beginning of the album, and right there on the interlude and stuff right there too. So that's, oh man, and the way that you have that piano in the background, you know, really just kind of showing that turmoil. You know what I'm saying, that he's talking about, like, you know, and it's just basically him telling a story. You know what I'm saying? Like, we rich, we can go out here, you know, get our head in or whatever like that after the show and so forth, you know, but like dealing with that lifestyle time and over and over and over and over, like it can weigh on you, you know, it could really bring you down, you know, over time, you know what I'm saying? Because like you become desensitized to that kind of lifestyle. What's the next one up? Rich Spirit by Kendrick Lamar. Who is producing this one? Dolly Frano, Soundwave. All right, let's go.
Taking my baby to school, then I pray for it. Cause you bitches ain't never been cool. Writing testament, painting pictures, put me in the Louvre. That's a definite universal shift. I'm in the groove. A celebrity do not mean integrity, you fool. I'm a good man, shake your hand. Firm grip rule, 72 wins, lost 10. Ballin' with the flu, more than 2 M's for a show, but add another 2. Little man, the big man's the GT down and flipping the kickstand. Rich nigga, broke phone. Trying to keep the balance, I'm staying strong. Trying to keep the balance, I'm staying strong. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Hey, bitch, I'm attractive.
Song. It's called We Cry Together featuring Taylor Page. This one right here is produced by The Alchemist. Okay. Beacon, J, LBS. Let's see what he does on the Alchemist beat. Let's go.
This is what the world sounds like.
Oh.
You got me fucked up. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I swear I'm tired of these emotional ass, ungrateful ass bitches, unstable ass, confrontational ass, dumb bitches.
I think it's called You Ain't Shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's this whole song where the girl's just going in on the dude, talking about you ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit, your dick ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, he's like going in. And then at the very end, he snaps off on girl, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of gives me that energy when I'm hearing stuff like this, where it's like, you know, you get all this negative feedback in your face, and then eventually you got to spin it and be like, nah, man. And you go back off. But I like how the beat kind of,
This is what the world sounds like.
I like how the beat kind of descends down to it, and then it, you know, goes to chaos. And it's dark too. I love that. That's the Alchemist right there. Let's go. Oh.
You got me fucked up.
Got me fucked up.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I swear I'm tired of these emotional ass, ungrateful ass bitches, unstable ass, confrontational ass, dumb bitches. You wanna bring a nigga down, even when I'm trying to do right. We can go our separate ways right now. You gon' move on with your life.
See, we can break up right now. You can go on with your life, you know? He's trying to tell her, like, we can break this off right now.
You want some whole shit? See, I don't know why you like playing mind games with me. Bitch, I ain't slow nor dissy. I know when you being distant.
I know when you're being distant. I love that. I love when you're being distant. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to engage and so forth.
Busy. Get out your feelings and miss me with that.
Get out your feelings and miss me. I'm not going to your pity party. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be pity, but I'm not showing up. I like that line.
That reverse psychology.
Man, bitch, you tripping. Who got you that rolly chain?
And who put that car in my name?
What, you think I'ma kiss your ass?
Nah, nigga, you fucking lame.
You know what? Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you, nigga.
Nah, fuck you, bitch.
Nah, fuck you, nigga.
Fuck you, bitch.
Nah, fuck you, nigga.
Nah, fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you,
Fuck you,
nigga.
fuck you,
Fuck you.
fuck you,
Fuck you,
bitch.
nigga.
Fuck you, bitch.
Nah, fuck you. Wasting my time and energy trying to be good to you. Lost friends, families, gained more enemies because of you. Bitches staring at me in sorrow. Hoes scratching my visor. Should've followed my mind in 09 and just moved to Georgia.
Oh, what, that's my fault now? Bitch, you power tripping or guilt tripping. I held your ass.
My keys, bro.
Oh, God, you ain't getting these keys.
Give me my fucking keys.
Ah, now you mad at me. I got you hollering for nothing.
I do the same when we fucking.
Act like that pussy ain't loose.
I'd rather act like I'm coming.
Ooh. This is probably the most realist argument you will hear that you did not have. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had these arguments before. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I don't even want to get into it because I'll probably get a message or an email or something. You know what I'm saying? If I say, yeah.
Stop tap dancing around the conversation.
Yeah. 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 That's about right. That's about right there, man. See the shirt I got on. BODR, back on death row. Snoop Dogg right here. You know what I'm saying? And I know Snoop Dogg co-signed Kendrick a long time ago. But the reason I bring Snoop Dogg up is because, like, I was gonna bring him up anyway. I didn't even think about the shirt right here. Honestly, that last couple of lines right there, where it's like, you know, you go through all that stuff, all that arguing and all that, and then of course you want to make up later, whatever. And hold on, let me hear that again, man. Let me go back. There was one line that made it jump out to me like that. Hold up. I'm gonna go back. So I got the playlist running right here.
Evil ass kept me well in doubt.
Pussy nigga, best watch your mouth.
Pussy and mouth is all you got.
Lay this pussy back.
Oh, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? It made me think of that Snoop Dogg song. If you, it ain't no fun of the ain't no fun if the homies can't have. Talking about all you had is pussy and mouth. You know what I'm saying? Which is terrible, by the way. You just breaking down somebody that does their body parts. You know what I'm saying? Which is hella fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, hurt people, want to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? and Kendrick says that in the other song. You know what I'm saying? Like he's literally talking about emotional issues, emotional pain, relationship issues so far in the album. You know, he's really tackling all these different topics and stuff that are relevant to not just black people, but everybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's also stuff that we really don't really talk about. You know what I'm saying? Or at least talk out, I should say. We know what happens. I know what happens. Everybody goes through it. You know what I'm saying? There's different degrees of it. But the reason I think of Snoop Dogg is just off that line. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can just have sex and that's it. It's kind of what he was breaking down to. Anyway, so just weird correlation in my brain. I don't know. But let me hear that one more time.
Bitches don't feature on each other's songs.
Ooh, he said, why come on? He said girls don't even get along.
Bitches, fake innocent, fake feminist. Stop pretending y'all sentiments ain't really then what you defending. It's a split decision. Bros like you and real victims. Let's talk the truth. Women in general just can't get along. When Tosh got a man, you didn't pick up the phone. When they got a job, you said you stay at home. Why R&B bitches don't feature on each other's songs.
I like that. Why come R&B bitches don't feature on each other's songs? Which isn't true. Like, there's some good collaborations, and I could, you know, probably rattle off a couple if I had to, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't seem like it's very common. But that being said, like, shoot, the boy is mine, you know what I'm saying? Brandy and Monica, even though I think they did have some beef after that song. But but they made up later. Who else another one? Frustration will do that. Toxicity will do that. You know? And I like how he's stepping. You hear the footsteps. You hear the footsteps going on where it's like you walking, you know what I'm saying? Or stepping forward to the next topic. Oh my gosh.
Stop tap dancing around the conversation.
Stop tap dancing around the conversation. You say it, man. What we got next up? Purple Hearts. Purple Hearts. So actually, this is the last song on the first chunk of the album. I just realized this is actually a 2-part album. So he had 8 songs. That's what we're getting, or 9 tracks and 9 tracks. Sorry, that's 18, Marvin. This is the last one on this part, and then the next one's technically disc 2 if we had physical discs at this point in time, but we don't. It's all good. But this one's called Purple Hearts, featuring Summer Walker and Ghostface Killer. Now, the fact that Ghostface Killer on here is dope because if you look at the very intro of my videos, Ghostface Killer is in all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. I'm a huge Ghostface fan. It's kind of dope to me that I said the Bobby Digital reference earlier, you know what I'm saying, in that song and stuff as well, because it's like it ties into Wu-Tang. And then here we go with Ghostface. I didn't know Ghostface was even on this album. That's kind of dope. So this was produced by, let's see who's got the production on this one. Soundwave, DJ Khalil? No, it's DJ Khalil. Beach Noise, JLBS. All right, let's get it. Okay.
And I'm walking. Rolling 7s, I ain't ready for no coffee. I know y'all love it when the drugs talking, but shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. Just I'm rational, a nigga.
Pause right here. This song right here is the makeup song. You know what I'm saying? After all that arguing and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's sometimes to break the argument, somebody's got to concede, you know, a point or whatever. So like literally in the last song, they was talking about going through all the, you know, whatever issues and drama and all that stuff. And then she just broke down. She was like, you know what? I'm frustrated. Like, we just need to like have sex and get it over with. And this song right here seems like maybe the next day or the morning after, where it's like, okay, now that we done did that, like I need to apologize as well. You know, talking about my woman knows more than I do. You know what I'm saying? Just starting to put things back into perspective of why you're in the relationship to begin with and appreciating your partner or whoever it is that you're with. You know, so I think that's a little part of this. And honestly, the way that the album's flowing right now, it makes sense to have it right. The way that he's talking right now, it kind of flows right into this song. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that message as well, because like sometimes just as a man, you need to step back and just, you know, own up to if you're wrong, if you're having that kind of thing going on. So anyway, definitely like that. Let me go back a little bit. Let's get back in. Purple Hearts, like obviously it makes sense with the title of the song too, where, you know, you've been wounded. You know, love was a battlefield. Pat Benatar. Look it up if you don't know. But, you know, at the same time, we all have purple hearts in relationships. All of us do. Every one of us. We've all been wounded in the relationship, you know, and we all have that badge somewhere on us, or scar, emotional scar, you know, sometimes physical scars, you know, but that's a part of it. All right, let's go.
I know y'all love it when the drugs talking.
I know you love it when the drugs talking.
Shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. Shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. If God be the source, then I am the plug talking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
I like that. Shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it up, fucking with skirts, cause I'm rational. A nigga still go be a nigga. Emoji heart, my family pictures. Two-stepping away from rappers. I don't trust their true intentions. I'm not in the music business. I've been in the human business. Whole life been social distant. Hoes like when you not tripping. I dug the party. Who said they saw me? Crown on by Molly. Wrist on your Gotti. They go judge your life for a couple likes on a double tap. Them hoes is sorry. They all get body. I'm blessed that you have an open heart. I'm blessed that you forgive. I'm blessed that you can learn from a loss. I'm blessed that you heal. I'm blessed one day that you attract somebody with your mind exact. A patient life. Flaws bless them twice, and they'll bless you back.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Where he's really just trying to show his appreciation. You know, going into this is apology song, as I call it. You know, but I like the perspective of it, you know what I'm saying, where he's like talking about, you know what I'm saying, him really kind of like appreciating the womanhood of his partner right here. He's appreciating that, you know, and showing that he understands, you know, where she might be coming from in times. Like, I like that. I really do. So let me go back a little bit.
On a double tap, them hoes is sorry, they all get body. I'm blessed that you have an open heart. I'm blessed that you forgive. I'm blessed that you can learn from a loss.
Right.
I'm blessed that you heal. I'm blessed one day that you attract somebody with your mind exact. A patient life, flaws bless them twice, and they'll bless you back. Tippy toeing and I'm hard walking. Rolling sevens, I ain't ready for no coffee. I know y'all love it when the drugs talking, but shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. Shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. God be the source, then I am the plug talking.
Right, God be the source, then you hear the plug talking. If God is the source, then you hear the plug talking.
Nieces, I'm purifying these deep speeches. While I'm crying, I clean the feet of the sweet Jesus. Dreams, visions get blurrier. The Elohim is light. It's known to tear retinas in a single gleam. Shut the fuck up when you hear his love talking. To the mind, is God's cipher divine in a small portion. Faded pictures, this global madness, the intervention. This world's in the twilight zone. This is the fifth dimension. God, please blow the whistle. We need an intermission. My good deeds in front of your door. I'm standing by the entrance with heavy baggage. My brother's ashes. I seen tragic. I did dirt, smacked death, and held it to that nigga cabbage.
Okay.
No, we killing greed. We killing homelessness. And now I don't give a fuck about this land. I want ownership.
I don't give a about this land. I want ownership. Like he said, he put it to the dude's cabbage. You know what I'm saying? Put a gun to his head. I get it. Like, come on, bruh. Ghost God bars, man. Come on, man. Ghost God bars. And now that I think about this song, this sounds like something that's perfect for him. You know, because like he can very he's obviously a very, you know what I'm saying, bar heavy rapper. It's the best way to describe it. Where he talk about a lot of like different topics and so forth. But this beat right here, now that I hear him on it, makes sense. I can see why Kendrick would want him on here. Man, come on, bro. Let's get it.
So we need an intermission, my good deeds in front of your door. I'm standing by the entrance with heavy baggage, my brother's ashes. I seen tragic, I did dirt, smacked death and held it to that nigga cabbage. Love, we killing greed, we killing homelessness. And now I don't give a fuck about this land, I want ownership.
So we killing greed, we killing
Bow your head
homeless.
for just God's sake. Listen what the stars say. What I say is God's way.
Tippy torn and I'm a walker. Rolling sevens, I ain't ready for no coffee. I know y'all love it when the drugs talking, but shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. Shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. If God be the source, then I am the plug talking. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Powerful song right there. Powerful song. Both them songs is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Different reasons, but definitely both powerful. So, all right, y'all. That was the end of disc 1 from the album so far. Just to recap real quick, man. I'm definitely digging this one right here, bro. I really am. You know, just from the different tones and stuff like that, the different topics that he's touched on, you know, the more introspective Kendrick we've heard so far, and the ability to like kind of open up and be more, you know, transparent, as well as acknowledging like, hey, like in the transparency, like once this is all leaked out, as it were, or gets out into the world, people might look at me different, you know, but at the same time, that's fine. Like we can look at you as a complete person, you know, and not change necessarily the way we feel. But that being said, the more we know about somebody, obviously, the more ammunition that you can throw back at them, for good or for worse, depending on how you look at it. But I also like the fact that he's very honest on this project so far. It's very honest, especially talking about like the relationship arguments and stuff that have gone on the track we had before this. That song was Rich. No. Sorry, we Cry Together. You know what I'm saying? Definitely doing that way. Rich Spirit was dope too, like the way he's talking about, you know, trying to find balance between, you know, money and being humble. You know, is the best way to describe it. The Interlude, so forth, Die Hard. N95 talking about the different masks that come on and off. Like, yeah, so far, so good. So, all right, here we go to the second part of the album. So, I heard rumors that the second half of the album is supposed to be a different kind of vibe, a different kind of energy. So, I want to see if that's true. I definitely want to see if that's true. So, the next song coming up is called Count Me Out. Producers are Oklama, Soundwave, Dahi, JLBS, Tim Maxey. And Oklama, for those that are wondering, is a new alias of Kendrick Lamar. And I saw something recently where they're talking about how it's like kind of a derivative of the word Oklahoma, speaking to like the black people that were settled in there, which kind of tied that into myself real fast. They started kind of dying down and Reconstruction started going and so forth. A lot of people came up north, being like up through Oklahoma, through Kansas, all the way up to Illinois, Missouri, you know, kind of resettling and stuff like that. So I'm thinking Kendrick might have ties that kind of the same way that I have ties, where, you know, we've got native ancestry and so forth. And I think that's kind of where that name came from, Oklama, which is kind of what he's going off of. So that's pretty fire to me. Anyway, let me go ahead and hit the next song right here. This next one's called Count Me Out.